Hi, I'm Vicki Wolf, Education Manager at ABTA, and today I'm with Sue Ledgard, Corporate Account Manager at Grant Thornton, an ABTA partner who have developed a number of apprenticeships that are suitable to ABTA members. Sue, thank you for joining me today. Tell me about your role at Grant Thornton and how you're able to assist ABTA members when it comes to apprenticeships.
Thank you, Vicki. It's really a pleasure to be talking to you today. So many thanks for inviting me. So Grant Thornton is probably better known as one of the world's leading accountancy and business consultancy firms. And I work in our People Advisory Talent Solutions team. Our role is mainly to support organisations around their people agenda, particularly around talent and skills development through the apprenticeship route. As a firm, we actually already work with many ABTA members across several different service lines, and apprenticeships are becoming much more prominent now across the industry. I think mainly because businesses are recognising that putting more of a focus on their employees and their welfare and development is also going to be beneficial to them in the long run. So as part of our people advisory work, Grant Thornton have partnered with several of the country's top training providers to co-design and co-deliver some unique apprenticeship programmes, utilising our own expertise and real-world business insights. And it's fantastic for us to be able to introduce ABTA members in England, whether they are levy payers or not, to our 14 unique development programmes, which cover leadership and management, finance, coaching, and digital and data analytics. And we support all our clients through the whole apprenticeship journey, from advising them around the levy and funding options, to helping them celebrate when their employees achieve upon completion.
Excellent, thank you. You mentioned data management and coaching there. I mean, those are quite sort of new apprenticeships that have been developed. Why would you say these are particularly important for ABTA members?
Yes, that's correct. And I think following the devastating effects to most businesses through the pandemic, Grant Thornton actually conducted a survey with many organisations across different sectors, including travel and tourism, around what was some of their biggest concerns coming out of this. And right at the top of the list were recruitment and retention of talent and the lack of workforce digital and data skills. So just to address the first issue, coaching is an amazing and inspirational, motivational way of treating people. It's a way of thinking and a way of being, which is seen as vital support to supporting individuals and organisations in, let's face it, what is an increasingly volatile and ever-changing environment. So by embedding a really robust coaching culture across a business, organisations really should see a massive improvement in retention. And we've developed a coaching professional programme at level 5 that really supports with this. And for the second issue, as travel businesses in particular are really now under pressure to keep up with their competitors, it is critical that they keep on top of their data and digital game. And we really, and they really understand, what their data is telling them, because they really can't afford not to. We have several apprenticeships ranging from data analytics at level 3 and 4 up to level 6 bachelor degree programmes. And these are in data scientists, digital and technology specialist, and cyber security. So depending on the level of current knowledge and experience, there's definitely something there to suit everyone.
Absolutely. Many companies are sort of thinking about taking on an apprentice, but they feel that it might be too much for them. They'll be too stretched, and it'll be hugely time consuming. What's your view on that? Yeah,
that's a great question, Vicki. And in fact, quite the opposite is true. as with an apprenticeship, not only will an apprentice be attending training sessions, which are mostly virtual at the moment, they'll also have access to an amazing library of learning resources, and they will be appointed their own coach mentor who supports them through the programme, and they will have a one-to-one with them approximately every 4 to 6 weeks. So they will be making sure that the apprentice knows exactly what they're doing, checks their understanding, and also ensures that they're putting into practice what they are learning as they go along. So in actual fact, it takes the pressure off the employer, as they're not, you know, as they have external experts coming in to train their employees. And also don't forget that more often than not, employers don't necessarily have that required specialist knowledge or skills to be able to deliver that training in-house. The main requirement from an employer is that they give the apprentice lots of support and encouragement, in addition to the time that they need to complete the programme. And really to be looking to the not too distant future when they will really see the benefits and return on their investment. And by taking on an apprentice, you're in a fantastic position to almost grow and nurture your own talent, aligning them early on to your company culture and values. And research proves that employees who do go down the apprenticeship route from the start are more likely to stay with the employer who gave them that opportunity. And this is exactly what Grant Thornton has done. We now recruit people who have a real passion for the industry, irrespective of age, and we enrol them onto apprenticeships to enable them to become fully qualified, earn while they learn, without having to go to university and inherit that debt. We actually fully utilise our levy and have around 1,200 apprentices at any one time, which equates to around 15% of our workforce, and it is a really phenomenally successful scheme.
You touched on the issue of age there. Often people think that apprenticeships are only for young people and new recruits into any industry. It's not, as we know. I mean, it can be used for upskilling existing staff as well. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think one of the biggest misconceptions around apprenticeships is that they are only for young people starting a new job. And in fact, in 2020, 40% of all apprentices were aged over 25, which I know isn't exactly old. However, you know, it does prove the point that anyone of any age, irrespective of their level or stage of career, can become an apprentice. I know that being known as apprentice can sometimes be a turn off for people, or they may feel that they're overqualified. However, the definition, which I've taken from the dictionary, is quite simply, and I quote, a person who works for another in order to learn a trade. And we actually have MDs, CEOs, business owners completing higher apprenticeships with us. And I'd just really like to highlight what high quality programs they are by equating them to more known qualifications. So an entry level 2 is the equivalent of 5 GCSEs, level 3 is 2 A levels, level 4 first year foundation degree, level 5 full foundation degree, level 6 bachelor's degree, and level 7 master's degree. You know, they're an absolutely ideal way of developing and upskilling existing employees. If you've already got the talent, then the perfect way to retain them is to invest in them and develop them, as they could potentially be the future leaders of your business. And I think a really good way to highlight this is, we all know the accidental manager scenario. So let's say I've worked for a company for 5 years. I have a degree in IT. And yes, you can do an apprenticeship, even if you've already hold a degree, provided it is in a different subject. And then I'm promoted to a manager role with responsibility for a team or a department. My IT degree is not going to help me with the knowledge, skills and behaviours I need to manage people effectively. And this is why so many people fail. So an apprenticeship in leadership and management could be the perfect solution by really plugging those skills gaps.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, fantastic. There's so much to say there. Thanks for joining us today and sharing your insight and expertise. And I know that many ABTA members will want to get in touch with you, and they can do this by contacting you on your email, which is sue.k.ledgard@uk.gt.com. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Vicki.